Will be joining the cabinet of incoming President Bongbong Marcos. Broadcaster Erwin Tulfo and Liloan Mayor Cristina Frasco are among the newest additions to the team. Supply shortage of raw materials and delayed global shipments are now forcing some restaurants and fast food joints to either limit their servings or raise prices. And in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors will face off with the Boston Celtics in the finals. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Restaurants are feeling the pinch of shortages in some raw materials as global supply remains tight. Shaila Francisco with the report.
It's been more than a month since this fast food chain offered regular fries.
Sana po ibalik po nila ulit yung BFF saka yung medium po na fries. Ayun po kasi yung masarap na at mura po.
In a statement, McDonald's Philippines explains that medium and large fries remain unavailable due to the global freight crisis. The bigger-sized fries will be available starting June 1, but only for delivery to ensure enough supply. Other restaurants are also having a hard time sourcing supply due to limited stock. The Agriculture Department explains that there is a global shortage of chipping potatoes used by some businesses. However, the problem is not limited to fries. This donut store is also halting operations due to shortage in flour. Meanwhile, a fast food restaurant also flagged a shortage in chicken oil. While this burger place also ran out of patties, they have no choice but to increase prices by 7 pesos. Resto PH explains that aside from the limited supply, deliveries are also delayed. Shipments take longer, more than a month to be exact, up from the usual 1 to 2 weeks.
Globally, there's enough food supply to feed everyone, but the problem is distribution. In some countries, like I said, fuel prices, conflicts in Ukraine, global shipping crisis, that plays a large part in getting products on to you on time and at sufficient acceptable costs.
For its part, the DA said they are monitoring 16 countries that have banned exports worldwide of several products. This include wheat, oil, sugar, beef, potato, flour, among others. For now, the DA is looking to tap import substitutes while encouraging businesses to buy local for the meantime. Shaila Francisco, WR1 News.
Right, let's talk about one of the nominations we mentioned earlier. The DSWD incoming Secretary, Erwin Tulfo, now joins us over Zoom. Good evening, Erwin. First off, congratulations on the nomination and long time no see. Were you really gunning for the DSWD post? Did you expect this?
No, Sean, it was a choice by BBM and his team to choose whom they want as a part of the cabinet, Sean.
All right, what are your plans and priorities once you are DSWD Secretary? I know it's a little early in the game to be discussing this, but has the incoming president relayed to you some of his own plans for the Social Welfare Department?
Well, actually, people have been hearing what he has been saying, and he promised, BBM promised that even during the campaign that the priority will be pandemic recovery. So we're part of that. But at the same time, we will follow the programs right now of the outgoing administration. There are programs that have already been started, and we will just follow that and probably add some more, Sean.
All right, so we can count on continuity from the Duterte administration, so DSWD. But like you said, pandemic recovery is one of the priorities of this incoming administration. And of course, one of the issues hounding the DSWD is the distribution of ayuda, which a lot are saying is ineffective. How do you plan to address this?
Well, actually, they have already fixed the problem, Sean, in the second tranche. The very first tranche, yeah, there was a problem because everybody wasn't ready. Even in the United States, they weren't ready in other countries because this was the very first time that such a pandemic occurred all over the world. So no one was ready. So DSWD parang nangapa sila and hindi nila alam for that, and napakabilis, and it was very, very fast. But during the second tranche, I think last year, they already addressed the problem by sending the ayuda to the local government units, and the local government units, the mayors and the governors, and down to the barangay level, were in charge of distributing this ayuda for the pandemic, as shown.
All right, regarding transition and smooth transitions, has the outgoing DSWD team reached out to you regarding transition as early as now?
No, we haven't received yet, Sean, but I was already, people at DSWD were calling me last Thursday and Friday because they saw on social media about these reports that I will be the incoming DSWD, and they were asking, is it really true, Sir Erwin, that you will be the next DSWD secretary? And I told them I don't know yet. So no official statement yet from DSWD for the transition. We are waiting for it, Sean.
All right, we're waiting alongside you, Erwin. Now, a lot of Tulfos are now going into government, and the concern of some, of course, is the possible abuse of power among families in government. How do the Tulfos plan to address concerns like this? Are you confident that the Tulfo brand of public service will help ease doubts?
Well, the public service brand of the Tulfo family will continue, Sean. I will be doing it through the DSWD side, and then Rafi in the Senate will be doing the same thing. So those in private capacity, like Ben doing BTAG, will be doing his own in his own private capacity, Sean.
All right, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations again, Erwin Tulfo, joining us via Zoom. Thank you, Erwin.
You're welcome.
And some key officials of the Duterte administration are highlighting their accomplishments during the so-called Duterte Legacy Summit. Maricel Halili with the report.
With more than a month left before his term ends, President Duterte is almost finished packing. Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea said the outgoing president has already sent home of his staff to Davao.
2-3 months ago, papadala na siya ng mga gamit.
Medialdea cannot confirm whether the president is willing to join the next administration's cabinet. But as for Medialdea, he confirmed meeting with his successor Vic Rodriguez to go over inauguration rites.
Yung venue muna, and then kasi under the proclamation yung sa administrative, kanya-kanyang transmission na even in different departments. Sa amin yung venue.
Despite the busy schedule under the transition period, the outgoing administration released its final report on President Duterte's accomplishment in the past 6 years. During the first day of the Duterte Legacy Summit in Pasay City, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana highlighted their achievements in the security front.
Tinutugunan ng NTF-ELCAT ang mga suliraning sinasamantala ng communist terrorist groups sa pamamagitan ng Barangay Development Program o BDP.
Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade meanwhile defended NAIA. This came after it was tagged as the worst business class airport by global luggage storage app Bounce.
It is an app based on a study that has no fundamentals or parameters, and you don't know how the conclusion was made.
Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez, for his part, touted a higher revenue from sin tax collections.
Our historic high credit rating were maintained amidst downgrades among our peers globally. This is a testament to the excellent record of prudent spending and fiscal discipline.
Despite these achievements, some government officials admit that there is still a lot of things to be done. For one, testing czar Vince Tizon said the turnout for booster shots must be improved.
Pang-apat sa buong mundo na pinakamarami ang naiturok sa loob ng isang araw. Umabot po tayo sa loob ng isang araw, 2.8 million doses ang naiturok natin noong November. Kami po ay may tiwala na itutuloy po ng susunod na administrasyon ang lahat ng ating mga ginawa.
The Secretaries of Education, Labor, and Health are expected to share their final report on the last day of the Duterte Legacy Summit tomorrow. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The appointment of some key COMELEC and military officials is facing time constraints. The Commission on Appointments was set to deliberate on the ad interim appointments of COMELEC Chairman Saidamin Pangarungan and Commissioners George Garcia and Amy Neri supposedly today. However, this has been deferred to Wednesday, the final session of the 18th Congress. Senate President Tito Soto says the confirmation of these appointments are likely to be bypassed. Oil companies will implement fuel price adjustments starting Tuesday. Diesel will be increasing by 1 peso and 20 centavos per liter, while kerosene prices will go up by 2 pesos and 45 centavos a liter. On the other hand, gasoline prices will be cut by 1 peso and 70 centavos per liter. And the Boston Celtics are heading to the NBA Finals after defeating the Miami Heat in Game 7, 100-96. Jason Tatum led the way for Boston with 26 points and 10 rebounds, while Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart each put in 24. The Celtics, who last appeared in the finals back in 2010, will be facing off with the Golden State Warriors. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.